If you're going to sleep and waking up at different times every day, that's not a good sleep schedule. Most people who have irregular bedtimes and irregular wake-up times also feel those effects during the day. So they may never feel refreshed after a full night of sleep, even if they're in bed for 8 hours. Sleep is scientifically proven to be so important for every cell and every organ of our body that needs sleep to repair itself during the night to be able to function for the next day. It's no less important than diet and exercise. Setting a wake-up time that's standard every day is really important. And then there are things we can do in the morning to promote wakefulness and things we can do toward the evening time to help facilitate sleep. Eliminating caffeine later in the day. And for some people, that's maybe 10 in the morning or noon. Some people are very sensitive to caffeine. We want to avoid alcohol probably within about 3 hours of bedtime. It's important to exercise every day, but not within 3 hours of bedtime. That's too stimulating to facilitate a good night of sleep. And light exposure at night is absorbed through our eyes into our retina, and our brain starts to think it's daytime because we're in a well-lit environment. And so it's useful, especially for people who have chronic sleep problems, chronic insomnia, to begin to dim down the lights, get off electronics within a couple hours of planned bedtime so our brain stops getting that light stimulation and prepares us for sleep. There's plenty of things we can do: meditation, a hot bath, various apps, and these of course are on electronics, but if we use our blue blockers on electronics, there are some apps like the Calm app that can help people work through meditation exercises. Whether it's meditation, a little yoga, prayer, or a book, really depends on the scenario, but for the general population, we should try to avoid napping during the day. Naps can really undermine some people, whereas others, so for example, the shift worker who's chronically sleep deprived, they may need a nap just to be able to get to work on time because they may be so sleep deprived. Try and figure out what's right for you because it's not a cookie cutter approach that works for everyone. If you've tried some basic things and you're not satisfied with your sleep, you're having poor sleep quality or consequences during the daytime, it's important to talk with your doctor. I think it's just so important to pay attention to your sleep. Many of us just don't recognize that every little cell in our body, billions of cells in our brain, need sleep to function normally.